Hello everyone, Stephanie Smith coming to you here in a new week, in a new month, the month of May. And this month actually, I want to spend some time talking to all of you about personal growth and the things in our life that can stand in the way of it. So this week, I want to focus on attitude because I believe attitude is everything. And if we want to achieve our greatest potential in life, we have to learn to monitor our attitude and understand how our attitude impacts our work, our relationships, and everyone around us. So let me start with this, to get you in the right frame of mind. What attitude did you bring to the kitchen this morning when you met your family there for breakfast? What attitude did you take into your child's room when you woke them up from school? What attitude did you take into work today to greet your coworkers, your customers, your boss? What attitude did you take into the gas station to the sales clerk when you paid for your coffee or for your gas? I ask you all of this because it's important for us to realize that we have a choice. We can choose self-motivation, self-encouragement, or we can choose self-doubt and self-defeat. We all have that power. One thing that we can guarantee every day when we go to sleep at night and when we wake up in the morning is we have the power to control our attitude. Now listen, everybody is going to encounter hurt, disappointment, pain in our life. However, the key it doesn't matter what happens to us, but how we choose to respond to it. That matters. If it helps, think of it like this. Your mind is a computer and it can be programmed. And you choose whether the software in your mind is going to be productive or unproductive. And the inner voice inside your head is the software that programs your attitude, which then determines how do you respond to the world, everyone around you. You can control programming this software. Whatever it is that you put in is going to be reflected coming out. So guys, the term garbage in, garbage out doesn't only reflect with data and with computers, but it also reflects with our inner voice of what we put in our brain and what we allow in our brain, because it affects how of the things that come out of our mouth, and it affects our attitude to those around us. Now, many of us have programmed patterns in our mind or in our brain from an early age. And the sad reality is that we will continue to hear negative information for the rest of our lives. This is our world. But we don't have to program it into our brain. Our inner voice is the most influential thing that we have. You can choose to let it work against you, or it can work for you. It can either wear you down, or it can either cheer you on. So here are some tips, some things that you can try if you feel like your attitude is not at its fullest potential, that you don't have a positive attitude every day. Here are some things that you can try on a frequent basis that could maybe help that positive attitude show up more frequently every day. So the first one is affirmations. Affirmations are just kind, encouraging words through pictures on the wall, through your desktop, through devotionals that you read, through comments that those people around you say to you often and remind you of what a good person that you are and what good value you are to this world. So that's affirmations. That one tends to speak to me often. Motives. What are your motives? Understand what entices you, what gets you going. When you understand what motivates you and you do this more often, you're going to see better results. You're going to see a difference in your attitude on a daily basis. Visualization. Visualization, this is something that you'll often see with athletes, with engineers, with artists, surgeons even. They will use visualization as a way to understand what are they visualizing, or what are they working towards, or what do they want to see, or what's the positive result that they want, and that motivates them to work towards that goal. right? A good example here, Nelson Mandela, for example, he, in his autobiography, you know, it's no secret he was in prison for 27 years. And as a part of his autobiography, he mentioned that he visualized every day what it was going to feel like, what it was going to look like to finally walk free. And that gave him the motivation and the positive attitude every day to get through one day at a time to finally get to that day that he visualized of what it would be like for him to be free. So that's an example of visualization. The attitude talk. Pay attention to what you're saying to yourself. Pay attention to that inner voice. What are you saying to yourself? Are you tearing yourself down? Are you lifting yourself up? Change the way you talk to yourself. Just starting being mindful of what you're saying. The other one is kind of the flip side here is watch our words. Wow. Watch our words. Watch how you talk to other people. Watch what you say to other people. Are you the negative Nelly in the room? If you are, right? If you start being mindful of it, you can start changing what you're saying because you're starting to be mindful of watching your words to others, which is reprogramming your brain. It's reprogramming the software that is going to help you reprogram your brain. Spiritual empowerment. So powerful, positive motivation in your faith. Right? We're all physical and spiritual creatures. We not only need to feed the positive part of our being, but we also need to feed the spiritual part of our being. Where are you with your faith? Where is your spiritual mind? Perhaps you need to focus on your faith. Perhaps you need to start reading devotionals. Perhaps you need to start visiting church again. These are all positive things that are going to help your positive mindset. Humor is, I mean, it's no secret. The more humor, the less stress you have. You don't see people walking around laughing, being in a bad mood, right? And so when we're laughing, which puts us in a good mood, right? That motivates positive things to happen. So just humor in general, being around people that make you laugh, making people laugh, that helps turn us into, gives us a positive attitude, a positive mindset. The last one is exercising. Exercising can help us with quick responses based on weight loss, muscle development, and just the sense of doing something good for ourselves. Because after we go do a quick workout, even if it's for a half an hour, it makes us feel good. And then it gives us even more encouragement because we went and did something good for ourselves. Right? So exercising is going to be a positive infliction on our inner self as well. So seek success by using one of these tools. And it's no secret that in life, that life seems to reward us the most when we approach the world with a positive attitude. So feel free to share this video, like or love, and leave me a comment below and let me know, and everyone else who's watched this video know, what you do to keep a positive attitude in your life. So guys, I appreciate your time. We'll see you tomorrow for another video about our attitude. So good night and keep hustling.